Vas, in the fourth quarter of 2018, you reported a decline in net income. Sales were up 6% in constant currency rates. How content are you with this result?
We were very pleased with the results we had in 2018. When you look at it, we grew sales, as you said, very solid on constant currencies, as well as we grew core operating income, which is really what defines our underlying performance in a very healthy way. We also had an excellent increase in free cash flow. We did have a lower operating income result simply because of some of the one-offs that we have on a year-to-year basis. But overall, we believe we had a very good year in 2018. And we also provided guidance for 2019, which shows continued growth well into the future.
In the past months, there has been a lot of talk about pricing in the pharmaceutical industry, also thanks to therapies like Kymriah from Novartis. So are we here at the beginning of some kind of a system change?
I think we do need a system change when we think about these cell and gene therapies. These are one-time therapies that can provide, in some instances, a lifetime of benefit. So we move from a world where people are receiving medicines year after year after year to one where they receive a medicine once and they have a transformative benefit. Now what that means is pricing systems are going to have to change because there will of course be the possibility of one-time payments or payments in installments over time. And what that requires is the system to change. So within Switzerland as well, we'll need support from the Ministry of Health and the government to continue to change the system to allow these therapies to be available in a very quick time frame. The important thing here for everyone to understand is these medicines are priced very cost effectively. So when you look at the assessments from independent bodies both in Europe and the United States, these medicines are viewed as cost effective, meaning they create value for patients and create value for society. Now it's up to us to find a way for the system to pay for them.
But still, if we go into a little bit more detail, how could an accurate price for such a medicine be found?
So when you think about it, we have a technology assessment called HTA, which is used broadly across Europe, as well as used now increasingly in the United States. What this evaluates is the efficacy of the medicine and the quality of life gains a patient receives from the medicine versus the cost, based on certain standards that are well accepted by policymakers. When you evaluate these medicines against these standards, you find this is actually a very good value proposition, probably a better value proposition than many older medicines, as well as many things that are done in the hospital today. What's important is not to look at the one-time price, but look at the value you create over time. If you think about a child that's born and it would face certain death in the first year of life, after a single injection of one of the therapies we're developing, these children live 4 or 5 years and potentially could live a full life. That is a tremendous gain for society and a tremendous gain for those children, and presents a compelling value proposition versus giving medicine every single month over time and not having that incredible benefit.
If you talk about some of your other products, 2019, some of your patents will expire. What is Novartis going to do about this?
You know, when we look at our profile right now, we have many blockbusters, 16 blockbusters in our portfolio today, and we had 4 new blockbusters come in 2018. We have 10 potential blockbuster launches in the next few years. When you take that together, we have an outstanding profile to continue to grow this company. So yes, we will have to contend with some patent expiries in the next few years, but we believe we can grow through that period of time powered by the launches and powered by the outstanding performance of Cosentyx and Entresto, as well as some of our oncology medications. So we feel confident about that future.
Last question about your person. You have been in charge at Novartis for a year now and have already changed the company's profile. What else can we expect from you?
Well, in 2019, I really think this is going to be a year of execution. In 2018, we launched a number of efforts to transform the company. We're focusing the company through close to $50 billion worth of transactions. We've launched major efforts in culture, in data and digital, and how we regain trust with society and return more to society, on operational excellence. I think really it was one of the more ambitious transformation programs for one of the largest companies in the world that we've seen in recent memory. And now what we need to do is see through those changes. So 2019 will be much more about executing all of the change programs we've put in place.